All right, so let's take a look here at MS SQL Database Authentication. So during the setup of your MS SQL database, you must select an authentication mode. You got two options here. Windows Authentication mode, which enables both Windows Authentication and disables SQL Server Authentication, and Mixed mode, which enables both Windows Authentication and SQL Server Authentication. So if you were to remote into your Windows machine and under your server properties, look under Security and Server Authentication, there are those two options. Interestingly, they don't call it Mixed mode in the UI, but that's what it is. It's called Mixed mode. So let's talk about what Windows Authentication and SQL Server Authentication is. So Windows Authentication, which is the recommended way, is specific Windows users and group accounts are trusted to log into the SQL server, and this is the most secure and easy way to modify, revoke privileges, because if they're Windows users, that means that you can then manage them from Azure Active Directory, right? Then you have SQL Server Authentication. So we have a username and password, which is set and stored on the primary database. You cannot use a Kerberos security protocol, so that's one disadvantage. Login password must be passed over the network at the time of connection, so that's an additional attack vector. But this is an easier way to connect to the database from outside a domain or from a web-based interface. So it's just going to be based on the scenario that you're in, but if you can, just stick with Windows Authentication.